Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Gex Enter the Gecko. In the last episode, we completed the Umpire Strikes Out, one of the few Rocket Channel areas in the game. And we managed to find a bonus area in the meantime. And it's right here. I got the reruns. We're going for another gold remote here, and we gotta find all the items in the given time, just like in every other bonus area we found so far.
This is the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
And we need to find 99 TVs in 3 minutes. So you want to take a good look around and make sure you don't miss any TVs. Because if you make it to the end without all the TVs collected, you're going to be having a very bad time. And I could have died there. I didn't. Go ahead and grab that already. I don't know why I was having a hard time doing that. But we should be good at this point. Now it's time to make our way over here. Thankfully, there are no pits that you can fall down unless you fall off from the side, which you shouldn't be doing. And here, we can just jump a short gap and make it to the TVs here.
Sweet, like candy.
Now we're going to take a trip up the stairs here. And hopefully I've done everything right. We will know when we reach the end. And I'm taking more time than I expected to. But thankfully, the narrower paths are pretty linear. There's nothing to the left, don't even bother searching there. And we need to make our way up this hill here. Grab this. Grab all these. And we should be reaching another very open area soon. I hope I'm doing everything right. But in the meantime, we want to carefully circle this little bottomless death pit here, so that way we don't have a hard time.
Oh, this is New Jersey.
That leads us to having to Oh, it just leads to lava. You know, and I'm okay with that. I thought that was really gonna be instant death. Never dropped in there before. Good thing it's just a pit with lava in it that will just harm you. And if you did it right, if you found everything that you should be able to collect all of the TVs before you get on that last minecart. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck here. The gold remote won't be at that rock platform that you'll have to carefully jump to. And you will probably have to drop into the bottomless pit to start the whole thing over, and nobody wants that. So now that that's out of the way, we need to go ahead and save our game. I've noticed that there is a certain specific letter with each percentage value. I want to believe that these letters spell out a hidden message, but I can't seem to find a secret message so far. Maybe I'll be able to find it on the internet, like between videos. Because like at 53% it was a G and 55% it was a V. I may have to look into this. For now though, we've basically done everything that we can over here. So now we have to go ahead and leave this area and go back to the central hub. And we need to find the green gate here, which thankfully we were able to open with 14 red remotes. And we still have yet to open up Godzilla or Gexzilla versus Mechares. But if we go behind here, we'll have 3 new areas that we can enter. I'm going to do Gold Poltergeist. because that is the one that I practiced before doing this video. We have reached the top of the morgue, ascend to Ghost Tower, and smash 8 blood coolers. Yes, the blood coolers are back. We're going to be doing ascend to the top of the morgue first.
Man, Hef has let this place go.
And this one is just as mazy as the last Screen TV world that we were at. So we definitely need to be careful. Also, there are no blood coolers behind you at start, so
Reminds me of Halloween at Rip Taylor's.
you want to be very careful of what you do. And there are so many paths that you can take. I'm going to see if I can find one of them. There we go. Now there's a zombie. I'll definitely be taking care of him.
All the angels in heaven.
And it's a good thing that I practiced this area, because I'm pretty sure that knowing where everything is going to be very, very essential to basically getting anywhere in this area, especially here. Now, which area is this? Do I need the extra hit? I can go ahead and use the extra hit in case I get hit by this thing here. That worked. And now we need to make our way over here. You can climb up there, and not only does that give you an ice power-up, which we saw earlier, but it also gives us a blood cooler.
Forget about it.
That gave us our first one. Glad I struck it. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and grab these tombstones here, and then we want to make our way to this area where you have axes falling in groups of 4. This will lead us to another area where we have to step into the light because the sign tells us to. And there should be another blood cooler here too. Matter of fact, it's right there.
You are my secret friend.
Almost hit the ghost there, but that's alright. And it's a good thing I had that extra hit because that kept me from losing one of my hit points. Now, I believe that area probably lead to one of the red remotes. I think that may lead to the one that you get when you break all 8 of the blood coolers. I believe this is the one that will probably take you to... Yes, okay. This is the one that takes you to where the blood coolers remote is. And there's our third one, though. There's always one near where you're going to pick one up. And you can see that TV with a little remote button that lets you exit, but unless you've hit all 8 coolers, you're not going to be able to get the red remote, and you're not going to be able to activate that TV.
Business as usual.
So what you can do here is once this table goes in and out one more time, I'm going to go up here. I might as well go ahead and use the ice power up here. Now, I've mentioned this earlier, I think, but if you hold the square button and run around an enemy, you can freeze them into a block of ice, and then you can break them to get their collectibles. I can never really get it to work in my favor for some reason. Also, you keep hearing the clock because I keep hitting the clock there. And one of these... Well, one of them actually takes you to a empty room with collectibles in it. That one takes you to the morgue, I believe. And I believe this one contains a blood cooler. There's the fourth one. So I managed to find half of them already. Whoever in here is where we want to go, because once you go down this flight of stairs, you enter the morgue. And the platforms go in a pattern. They go back and forth. Thankfully, that part was pretty easy. I'm not gonna get the collectibles from that guy. And from here, the slowdown stops, and we can focus on getting up there to where the first red remote is. Thankfully, once you get the timing on these down, this one's pretty easy. And so it goes. So now we got one of the 3 red remotes found. We still have a reward and a hidden one, as well as 2 more red remotes to go after. And I believe that by opening up, or by getting that one last red remote, we can go into Gexzilla versus Mecha-Rez. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to ascend the Ghost Tower, and there is a certain room that I want to look for in order to get that area. I just hope I can find it.
This place is bigger than Drew Carey's bar tab.
So, we might as well go ahead and start collecting the collectibles all over again, just to make it easier to get an extra life. And there's one of the blood coolers right there. Now let's see here. This one contains a... No, the other side contained a dead end. But we are now up here, where there is another blood cooler. So we found 6 of them already, at least in this video. We're still gonna have to find them all at once in order to get that 3rd remote, but I think we can pull it off. Assuming we know what to do, of course. By going through this door, we have another area where we can drop down and find another blood cooler. So this is our 7th. And after grabbing all the things here, I'm going to go ahead and get the Ice Invulnerability power-up, because it'll let me get through all these faces coming in and out of the walls with very minimal effort. It'll bring us back up here. But we do want to go where the pumpkin is, not only to get the power-ups that it carries, little collectibles there, but also to make our way to this little area.
Sorry, Mr. Presley.
Now, if we go into either of these rooms here where this flame-spitting skull is, we're going to get nothing but collectibles. That's fine. I want to do that. However, I do believe that I want to drop down to here, I think? I believe? No, I don't want to drop down there. No, I do not. I do want to see if I can collect this, though. No? Oh, well. Well, if you drop down with one of these 2 chandeliers, we'll get another blood cooler. And I believe we found all 8. However, there is a thing that I want to do, and it involves getting on one of these floating things. And you want to ride it all the way over here. Now, there are 2 gaps here where you push coffins into. One of them opens up this little area where you can find 5 tokens.
Who forgot to pay the gravity bill?
But if you push this one in here, you push this other coffin. You get access to this other coffin, rather. And we want to long jump all the way over to this sticky wall, because it takes us over here. This will take us back to the upper level.
Welcome to the New York City Mass Transit System.
And from here, we can drop back down again. I'll see if I can go ahead and grab the one last token there. And this will take us back to this area right here. Now, we push this coffin further up into this little nook and cranny. We finally open this cage. This cage contains a hidden remote.
It's tail time.
And I was trying to go for it, but I ran into the cage wall and I ended up grabbing the hidden remote anyway. Alright. Sounds cool. Okay. And you are way too close. I'm going to go back and get back over here. And I'm going to long jump again to get to here. Does this take me backwards? No, this takes me towards where the morgue is. Now, believe it or not, you can get up here.
I designed this set with you in mind.
You can get up there
Came from, baby.
by just getting on top of that coffin. Then getting on top of the grandfather clock. And then getting up to the bookcase. Like so. Now that will take us back to where... Hey, I want to grab that. Now that will take us back to where we've been before. Where we found the area that gave us the third red remote. The one that gives us the 8 blood coolers. I still want to explore this area though. Go ahead and break the blood coffin here. Or the blood cooler, I should say. Because I still want the collectibles for the reward remote. Still want to be very careful as you go through here. There are areas where you can get yourself into trouble. That would take us pretty much back to the beginning, I believe. So we don't want to go through that door. And this will take us back to the blood cooler. We are now at 6 blood coolers. Now by going up here, we will enter the upper area of this room. And we're going to use our lung jump to get places. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this zombie too. Because we are going to need the collectibles that it has. And I'm going to wait right here so this guy doesn't set me on fire. There we go. Now we want to get over here. And I want to look around. Yeah, this is a place where we definitely want to be. Downstairs takes us to the morgue area. We don't want to go down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb this wall over to this area. And it doesn't really matter which area, or which door rather, did you enter. You'll be in this room. Now certain coffins will open up certain jail cells. And each one has a zombie in it. Okay, maybe you have to push them all in order to open them all. Maybe not. Well, I guess we're going to have to push them all to open them all. And that seems to have given us one of the jail cells opened.
Forget about it.
So let's go ahead and beat this guy up. What do you do? Nothing. Now, do you... Are there any that I have yet to push in fully? You want to remember to do that. Apparently I forgot to push that one in all the way. So now we have this one open.
Hey, forget about it. Night, baby. Yeah.
Are there any that we forgot to push in fully? Doesn't seem to be. Oh.
Let's get it on.
And there are now...
Choke, baby. Give you such a pinch.
Apparently, those guys wanted to revive for some reason. No matter. By pushing all of the coffins in all the way, we are able to open our way to over here. Let's grab something that will allow us to float all the way over to the top. I might as well get on this coffin because I'm near a part where something is going to lower. And there are things that we can pick up right here.
Mine. This is mine.
And let me see if something comes my way. Well, that'll work. All we need to do now is just make our way to this door. We should be getting pretty close now to an area where we need to be. And we want to stick to the left wall there so nothing hits us. As the Donkey Kong ghost there throws skulls at us. Is there anything else we can do at this point that involves collectibles? I hope I can pick up 6 more. That way we can get the reward remote. And it doesn't seem to matter which route you take because they both take you here. And thankfully we can. So we finally have the reward remote in this room. And this is a room where you definitely want to be because this leads to another red remote. First, let's go ahead and grab that extra life. Stick to the left wall there so that way nothing hits us. I'm pretty sure we're going to get another Donkey Kong ghost. Yeah, we got ourselves another Donkey Kong ghost, but for some reason it wasn't throwing stuff at us. And here we are with the second red remote. Also, I just now noticed that that is a Resco brand television. Interesting. But we now have both silver remotes and the second red remote. All that's left is to get the blood coolers. And I believe that by doing some more things, we should open up another area. And we have gotten another bonus area, Trouble in Uranus. Of course, I'm expecting the game to pronounce it Trouble in Uranus. Oh well. Pronunciation, it is funny. But we have done quite a bit for this video, and we've reached the 20-minute limit. Join me next time when I get done with the rest of Poltergeist at last, and we go ahead and take on another level. I may take on Trouble in Uranus, because why not? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!